Hello everyone, it's Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com. Welcome to today's video. I am so excited to be back with Craftin' Chats. I know it's been a little while and I apologize for that, but I'm back. So today's video is pre-recorded. I am in Raleigh, North Carolina, the day that this is coming out on the interwebs at Stampin' Up's Onstage event. So today what I am going to show you is actually a gift that I made for somebody that I'll be seeing at Onstage, and it's for my friend Julie DiMatteo. She just hit her $1 million sales mark, and Julie is very into 3D items, so I actually cased a project from her to create her a cute little lidded milk carton filled with some candy inside, but you'll have to watch the video to see what I put in there. You might not be able to guess. So I hope you'll join me for a fun video. I'm going to show you how to make this. I'm going to give you my measurements. And yeah, if you need any of the links for today, check out the description box below, especially head over to my blog post, which will have pictures of today's project as well as any of the links for supplies and, things like that. So let's go ahead and dive on in. All right, so I know it's been a while since I've done a Craftin' Chat, and I'm so sorry, but you guys, if you watch my live videos, you know I had some issues with my phone that used to film my desktop, and then I had to do a webcam, and the webcam stuck in the mount, and so it took a while for me to figure out all that. But I'm back, I'm ready. The day that I am putting this out in the world, I'm actually at Onstage, which is Stampin' Up's demonstrator only event in Raleigh, North Carolina. And the reason for today's video is actually so that I can celebrate a friend of mine. And I was going to put this out last week, but I just didn't want to risk her seeing it early, so I waited till this week, so I hope you forgive me. But my friend Julie DiMatteo hit her $1 million in sales, and, I thought it would be fun to do a little treat for her, which is why you can see the kind of candy bar I have here, right? And so basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to have 10 of these fun size 100-gram bars, and I wanted to package them up really cute for Julie. Now, if you've ever seen any of Julie's videos or anything before, she's very into 3D. She's very good at that sort of thing. So I thought, well, why don't I go see what she's already got out there, and I can restructure, remeasure, right? Change some dimensions on something she's already done and give it to her. And I thought that would be kind of cool because, if I'm ever fortunate enough to hit this milestone, I was like, I think I would like that. So, it's like the golden rule thing. So anyway, here's what I did. So I took 10 of those candy bars. By the way, sorry for the lights that you can see in the glass map, but hopefully it's not too distracting. But anyway, I took 10 of those little candy bars, and I figured out the way I needed to do it was 2 by 5. That was going to be my best option because 3 by 3 would be great, but then that's 9 and I need 10, right? Because it's $1 million. And so what I figured out, and I know this is really super tiny, I don't know if the camera will focus on it, but I'll try to lift it. But I just want to show you this because you can adapt this to measurements. If you already know what you want to put in your project, I haven't even told you what it is yet. Well, you saw it, but anyway. If you want to adapt yours, you already have something you can just change your measurement. So here's what I did. I figured that I need 2 3/8 by 3 3/8 as my base of the box to hold the candy bars. Okay, and then I measured I want about 2.5 inches tall. Okay, so all you have to do is you got your sides of the box. Those are each 2.5 inches, so that's 5 inches total, right? Because there's 2 sides. And then I had to add in the 2 3/8. Same thing this way, and I added in the 3 3/8. So I came up with these measurements, and you know what? We are doing this together. This video is when I'm making this. So I did not pre-make one. The video you saw before where I was holding it, I'm actually going to film after. If you just wanted a little tidbit, I haven't, when I'm talking right now, I have not filmed that part yet. So, you're going to see it first because that's the magic of editing videos. But anyway, we're going to figure out together if this works, and I sure as heck hope it will. But I'm hoping that 2 3/8 by 3 3/8, that's what I figured. I'm hoping that will work. So we are going to cut a piece of paper down 8 3/8 by 7 3/8 because those were only an inch difference. And then we're going to score at 2.5 inches on all sides. Now you can see my little note here. We're actually going to cut it a hair smaller because I want my lid on my milk carton, right? So it's like a pull-off lid milk carton. I want that lid to go on really easy. I don't want her to have to struggle with it, okay? So I've got Petunia Pop here. Julie likes purple, so we're going purple. And of all the purples, I like Petunia Pop because it's kind of pink. So we know this is 8.5 inches. 8 3/8 is just shy. So this is where I'm going to do this, guys. So I'm going to actually flip it on that 11-inch side, pull out my arm here. And sorry while I scoochy poo a few things here. And we are going to start by cutting our long side at 7 3/8. This is just saving a little bit of paper. Okay, so 7 3/8 is right here, and I'm not measuring this. I'm just going shoop and pulling, honestly, a hair's width away. Okay, just the tiniest amount. This is all extra. We can save it for something else later. Okay, that's fine. Then we can go ahead and turn this, and we're going to go to 8 3/8, which is right here. And we're going to just, again, scooch a tiny bit under. You're going to end up with this tiny itty bitty little scrap piece here. Don't need it. You can just get rid of it. Unless you have a cool project, but I mean, that's even pretty small for, you know, like a scrappy strip technique or something. All right, now the height of my walls. I want those at 2.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up at 2.5 inches and turn it and score on all 4 sides. Again, this idea completely 100% came from Julie. So down in the description box below this video, I'm going to link you to my blog post. And on my blog post, you are going to see a picture of this completed project. And if I'm magical, I almost don't want to say it because I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but maybe I can put a picture of me and Julie, or I can for sure do a picture of me and Julie, but maybe one of her with the box. I don't know. Don't bank on it because that would require me to like take that picture during on stage and then remember to put it in my blog post. Yikes. Who knows? Maybe I can pull it off. That's one of those, like, maybe I shouldn't have said that things. Okay. Anyway, so we have burnished this then. Okay. And what I'm going to do is on this shorter side here, I'm going to cut up our verticals, and let me grab my snips. Okay. So I'm going to just cut straight up. Wait, let me think about it. No, long side. Long side, I'm going to cut up the vertical. All right, and you can really do it either way, but I'm going to do long side up to that first horizontal line. Anyway, what I was saying, blog post, I will put all links and things in there, including I'll link you to Julie's project in case you want to check that out, the one that inspired this. So, okay, then we'll cut up here and this one last, okay? Okay, so we've got these 4 little flappy doos here now. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to fold in our middle flappy do. And I'm just going to pull this in. We're going to actually line that up at 1.5 here on that right-hand side of the trimmer. And these 2 little flaps on the ends, I'm just going to cut the excess off just so we don't have a bunch of extra stuff in the way, right? And then same thing, other side. Fold in that middle flappy do and trim down the other ones. You can save these scrap pieces for something if you would like, okay? But we've got that then. And that is our main base of our box. And I probably would have done the lid, but I'm a little bit nervous about this, you know? Okay, so see how this is gonna show at the top because we're not all perfect scorers. On these, I'm just gonna miter the edge, okay? We're not all perfect at measuring, right? So we do our best. Anyway, so we're going to build this box, and then I'm going to make sure that these 100 grands fit. Because what if they don't? Yikes, right? Okay, get rid of those little scrappy doos. And then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to use tear and tape. You can use liquid glue as well, but you guys know I love my tape, right? By the way, in my blog post as well, I will put my dimensions for this box in case, you know, you want to make one. There are other candies that are similar in fun size to the 100 grands, so maybe you want to mix and match. This would also be something fun maybe for Easter, right? Like a little milk carton. I don't know. I just think it would be really cute. So, okay, we've got those. One more tab here. And I'm just putting them on those flaps. Those flaps are going to fold inside our box like so. All right. That looks good to me. And then I'm just going to use my paper snips. And what I do is I just use this to peel up the backing. And if you're careful enough and you don't, you know, close your snips all the way, I use it as like a little holder too. Look at that. Isn't that kind of silly? But it works. So we're just going to go around. I'm going to remove the adhesive, or the backing from all the tear and tape. Okay, and tear and tape is a really great adhesive. If you're making 3D projects, I recommend tear and tape, Seal Plus, or liquid glue. Okay, and one more side anyway, 2 more flaps. Or what? Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. 1 more flap, 2 more strips. That's what it is. All right, then I'm just going to fold these up. And you can see I'm just adhering those to the inside of our box. So it's a box with an open top, right? Because we're going to use some DSP to make our cute little lid for this. Okay, and then I'm just going to flatten that, use my bone folder to just press inside and really help that adhesive to adhere. Now, here's our test. I want to make sure. Oh my gosh, this looks so small. Do we think that it's possible? Oh, please work, right? So I would have made the box a little bit bigger, but because of the lid, we're using DSP, right? We can only get 12 inches. Okay, we gotta fit 2 more in here. Oh my gosh, please do it. We only have 12 inches to work with, so I had to make this box as small as I possibly could while it hopefully still worked. And you know what? It's a little bulgy, but I think it works. Look at that. How amazing. I am kind of shocked, and now I have how many? I have 4 extra to eat later. That's for, you know, you get to eat it to celebrate your accomplishment. I'm going to leave these in here because why the heck not, right? Okay, I'm going to pull my trimmer back in. Here's my little guide here, and you can see my top. Now, I kept my DSP base the same as Julie because, funny enough, I wanted it 2.5 inches tall, and hers that I learned from was also 2.5 inches tall, so I figured we're not going to reinvent the wheel on this one. We're just going to do what she did, and it'll probably work, right? All right, so this DSP is 5.5 by 12. So the measurements on the short side, I did not change that from what Julie had. So those measurements are the same. The 12-inch side, hers on the sample she did was only, I think, 11 inches because her box was square. So I did update measurements for that. But for this top part, here's what we got. We're going to go to 5/8. So I'm going to use the right-hand side of my trimmer here and just line that up. And we're going to score. So light gray blade. It's DSP, so I just go over it a few times. You don't want to push too hard with DSP or else you could rip it. And then we're going to line up at 2.5, which was the same height as our wall. Score that. Okay, and then we're going to turn to our full size. Let me move this out of the way. And we're going to extendo arm here. Let me see if I can get all of this in the frame. All right, so then on our long side, what we're going to do is we're going to score at 2 3/8. That's the size of our short side of our box, if you recall. Then we're going to jump 5 3/4. So that's adding the long side of our box. Then we're going to go 8 1/8. Again, measurements are on my blog post. And then we're going to go 11 1/2. Okay, so it's hard to see those score lines, I'm sure. Let me move this out of the way, but they're there. Maybe you can see them on this side. I'm not sure if that picks them up a little bit better on that side. Not really. I promise you they're there. You will see them as I fold and burnish, okay? So I'm just going to fold on all of the score lines and burnish them. And burnish is a very funny word for use your bone folder to crease. I don't know, I had never heard of that term before paper crafting. Maybe that makes sense that I had never heard of it before paper crafting, but here we are, right? Okay, and then I'm going to fold, let's go with this one. And then this one is, this top little 1/2 inch or 5/8 inch is actually going to kind of, it doesn't fold out, but it does kind of sticks straight up, I guess. So I'm gonna fold that back and burnish that back just so it's naturally where we want it to go. So on our lid here then, what we're going to do on this 1/2 inch flap right here, you can see right where I'm bending, we're just gonna miter cut the top edge and the bottom. So here's the score line right here. I am just going to miter edge this, so just a little snip, and then same thing down here. I'll flip it over so it's easier for me to hold my paper, just like so. All right, I don't know about you, but I always gotta take care of my scraps right away or else they'll end up somewhere I don't want them to later. Okay, so we've got that. Then we can go ahead, what we're gonna do is basically put our box together, right? So we're gonna fold and fold like this to assemble that lid. So right here on this 1/2 inch piece still, right, that we mitered, I am going to add my Terran tape. Okay, so, and I'll just add it all the way down. And pull, okay. Tear and tape, right? For the longest time, I was so scared to actually tear my Terran tape. I used to cut it with scissors. Isn't that so silly? I don't know. Maybe you're like, that's what I do. Yeah, don't be afraid to just yank it. All right, so we've got that then. So here's our seam, right? And you can see my imperfect scoring. It just happened. So that's definitely going to be the back, right? And we are just going to push. So you can see I've got my long edges here facing me, right? It's on the top and bottom of the camera, and the short edges are on the side. And I'm just going to use my index finger to push those in, right? Just like so. And you can just kind of push that down with your fingers, and you can see how it kind of just pushes in the sides there. It stops at our score lines. Really neat, really fun, okay? All right, so then what I'm going to do, well, here, you can see how this fits. Hopefully it fits on our bucket. Uh-oh, it might not. What if it doesn't? Does it fit on the bottom? Yeah, it fits on the bottom, so it will fit. It's just that I have to fight with these candy bars, so we'll do that later. I was a little panicked. Uh-oh, what if it didn't, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and add some ribbon here and get this tied, and then I'll fight with that, okay? All right, so I've got just this little 1/8 inch hole punch. Stampin' Up! Just came out with these in early March. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this guy up, and we are going to add, you know what? I don't know if this one will work for this. Uh-oh, what if it doesn't work? That's okay. So these might, see how that doesn't go down farther? So just kidding, don't use this. Although these will be really nice when you don't have other things in the way. You know, I told you, we're making this real time. We're learning together. Good thing I've got my hole punches in the drawer next to me. Because, let me find the one I want. I want this one, my purple one. And we're going to just line this up right about there and punch. Okay. Same thing, other side. Line that up and punch. Just like that. To me, it doesn't really super duper matter if they're like even and whatnot, you know. All right, so this is our white 1/4 inch ribbon, and I am going to do my best because that is a really tiny hole. Don't mind me, I totally just licked that. You know how it goes. But look at these ends are frayed, so maybe I'll just have to trim it. Be a little smarter. You know, I know you guys know, like you just like, you know, have to lick the end of it to get it to fit where you want. I know I'm not alone in that. Okay, we're gonna super twisty tie it up, and we are going to attempt, this one might not be a great ribbon for this. Yeah, that hole's too small. Okay, what we're gonna do instead, use whatever you can. This one's like a line one. We're gonna use that instead. I'm gonna just punch different holes, and that's gonna be just fine. Okay, use whatever you have that works with your ribbon, and don't think that you can get a thick ribbon through a tiny little, I don't even know what size that is. That's so small. It's probably like a 1/16 of an inch. What was I thinking? All right, so there we go. We can for sure get this through now, right? Maybe I should have waited to do it before I said it. All right, so that's through one side. We'll get it through the other side, and then we'll be golden. Come on, buddy. There we go. All right, and if you're anything like me, we got to make sure that this is not twisted. Because that's just how we are sometimes. Okay. So I have no idea how much ribbon this is, but I just eyeballed it. You can see it's still on the spool. We'll just trim it. We'll tie it. Okay, and I'm just going to... You could do a knot if you're like, ain't no way I'm doing a bow, right? And we'll just do our best here to tie this cutie little bow. Okay. Oh, I like the long tail. I think that's kind of cute. So we'll leave that. Let's see if we can fight with this now. Fight with our 100 grands. And just slip this on to our box. Come on, buddy. I know you want to. Cute! Oh, cute. So I had that go all the way to the bottom. I probably won't for the real thing. Let's see if I can lift that back up a little bit. You can trim down your size a smidge too, so I'll probably give it to her like this so that it's not so difficult. Right? Cute, cute. Okay, so now we have to decorate. So what we're going to do is, I've already prepped some dies and things. So I've got this beautiful Spotlight on Nature die. These are some of the best dies. If you don't own them, you need them. Best circles. We have some really fun rectangles now too that just launched. So yeah, it's a need. It's a must. We're gonna stamp the cow. I broke out my Cutest Cows set because I just think, you know, this looks like a milk carton. Cute, right? So cute. So I just grabbed one of the bodies, one of the heads, and then some grass. And I just thought, you know what, I'll just stamp a little bit of grass around like that. Oh my gosh, I just think the cows are so cute. All right, so I stamped those in Tuxedo Black Memento, and then I am going to color in the spots here with my basic black blends. Now when you're coloring with blends, you want to use, so blends are an alcohol-based marker, so you want to use a water-based ink pad. Okay, so we've got those, and then we'll do the little hooves. I wanted to do the cow that was laying down because I thought it would be kind of cute, like, hey, you did a really great job, now you can take a break. Kind of something like that, right? Okay, then I have dark petal pink. And we're going to color in here. Alrighty, and then, you know what? Maybe we'll take our light petal pink and do the horns. Cute. And then I'm going to take my light basic black and color in. Oh my gosh, did you see that? My basic black just totally exploded. We might have to cut another. Did you see that? That was wild. You know what? Maybe we can leave it, but man, that guy's juicy, I guess. Let's see. I don't know if I want to leave it. I think I'm going to cut another one because it's like spreading. You see that? So I'm going to cut another circle. Be right back. All right, new circle cut. Oh my goodness gracious, right? Okay, we're going to restamp. You know, that's all good. All good. All right, so we're going to stamp the body, the head. Whoops, look at that. Things are just flying today. And the grass. Okay, so we'll stamp a little guy over there, and we'll stamp a little guy over here. And let's go ahead and try again with that super juicy basic black. I am going to open this over here. Just in case it had splattered again, then it would go on like the carpet. Sheesh Louise, right? Okay, light basic black for his hair. And just in case, right? Dark basic black for the spots. I'll have to save that other circle for something else. I don't know, that was just wild. And color these guys in. Anyway, so I do think that the cows are really cute because it's like a milk it for all it's worth, right? Like, so cute. All right, a little bit of light again to do the little tail. Cute, cute, cute. And it's honestly, I'm a little embarrassed to say, it's been a long time since I've worked with a cow. How ridiculous, right? Okay, color in with dark petal pink there, and then we've got light petal pink for the horns. And then of course we need a little bit of green for the grass, and I'm actually gonna go with some Shy Shamrock for this. And I know I don't actually use Shy Shamrock. It's not, I do use Shy Shamrock, but it's not like my go-to grass green. My go-to grass green would probably be Granny Apple. But I just thought it's kind of cute. Petunia Pop is one of the in colors, right? And so let's use another one of the in colors. I thought that'd be kind of fun. So I just colored in the grass stamp with my dark Shy Shamrock. I'll just color in the rest of this with the light. Like that, right? Cute grass. Okay, so we've got those. We can add this. I'm going to add it to the lid, like here. Oh my gosh, I think this is just so stinking cute. Okay, so add that with some dimensionals, of course. And, alrighty. You guys, what is happening today? Just like dropping things and yeah, anyway. All right, so I said milk it for all it's worth earlier, and the reason is because that's the stamp we're going to use because I think it's perfect. So I'm going to open up my Petunia Pop ink pad, ink up our sentiment here, and then I've just got a scrap of basic white, getting my head over that, so I apologize if I was in the way, and stamp that down. Close up my ink pad so we don't make a mess because clearly that's what's happening today. And then I'm going to trim this down with my trimmer because I do not trust myself as a fussy cutter. Okay, so that's actually about 1/4 of an inch. It's real skinny. And then I'm going to line up the exclamation point on this 1/4 of an inch mark. I'm just eyeballing it. And then we'll turn it, and the M I'm going to line up on the 1/4 inch to trim off the ends, and then we have equal spacing on either side. How cutie is that? Okay, and then I thought I would just stick this right here. Oh my gosh, I love it, I love it. Okay, we'll probably have to use liquid glue because it is really skinny. And just in the middle, because on the ends it sticks off of our circle. So we're just going to add it like that. Cute, cute, cute. I do really love it. I think it's so fun. And then I'm going to finish it off. These are our new neutral matte dots. Love them. I think that they are a need. And I don't know, should we use white or black? Maybe we'll use white. And I'll put like one here and one here. And that is my cute little lidded milk carton. Isn't that so fun? I think it turned out so stinking cute. I'm not going to pull the lid off again because you know what happens when I do. But I do think this turned out really, really cute. I love that you can customize the size. This is about as big as I would go. Let me see if I can do the math in my head. 3/8 plus 3/8 is 3/4, and 2 plus 3 is 5. So 5 and 3/4 is about as big as I would go on a short and a long end to measure, because then you got to deal with your DSP lid and you want to keep that 1/2 inch tab for your back, right? So yeah, hopefully I did that math right. Anyway, so this is our cute project. Again, I will have the link in the description of this video. You can head over to my blog, check out the pictures of this. at least a picture of me and Julie from sometime. I'm pretty sure we have a picture in Norway together, so we might have another one. I don't know. I'll have to go looking. But Julie is a sweet friend of mine, and I'm really grateful for her, and I'm so excited for her to have hit her $1 million sales achievement. So yeah, I'm gonna give this to her at Onstage. So by the time you see this video, she'll have already gotten it, and I hope she loves it. So that's that. All right, thanks so much for, oh, blog post. Blog post, I'll have pictures. I'll have the link to Julie's blog if you want to check out her original that I got this idea from. And I'll also have all of the supplies I used in case there's anything I use that you want to pick up for yourself, okay? All right, so thanks so much for watching today. Please give this video a big thumbs up on YouTube. That really helps me out. And make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys next time. So thanks for watching, and see you then. Bye for now.